Okay, this working is a breakup. So I've got a puppet for the male and a little puppet for the female. So what I'm going to do is put them in a coffin box. A coffin box is purely for it's symbolic of death of their relationship. So it's not to kill anyone. It's just to basically call death onto the relationship. So what we're going to do is I'm going to line this little tiny little box with some graveyard dirt. I really need to get my bigger boxes. I've misplaced them. So cemetery dirt goes into the base of that. And I baptized the dolls in the names that the client gave me. So what I want to do is I want to put his doll facing up the way in the coffin, and her doll is going down the way so that they're not looking into each other's eyes. So, they're not seeing eye to eye, so to speak. Okay? So I'm putting some separation oil onto each little doll. Okay? So it's a Santa Morte spell, Santissima Morte. That's the petition. I'll just squeeze that in between the two of them. So I'll be placing this on her altar. It's quite a potent spell, so that's some chilies that I collected from a lot of the hottest chilies I could find. So I put all the little seeds and bits and pieces in there. Okay. Sulfur. Very good for discord. Okay, and poppy seeds, because again, we want to bring discord and confusion to this relationship. We want the guy to doubt this woman. We want him to think twice about whether or not he actually wants to be with her. And once the seed of doubt has been planted, it means that, in time they will break up. Nails. I'm putting in 9 nails. Rusty nails are the best. But if you can't get rusty nails, any kind of nails. Another thing is, if you can't get nails, use needles or even pins. Okay, what do we need now? Some of my snake oil. And tranquil oil, because we don't want the guy to be happy, so that's just going on his doll. We don't want him to be happy. We want him to be extremely unsettled. So that is the best oil for that. Okay. What have I got? It's not the one I'm looking for. Precipitation powder, because we want this to happen very soon. Sooner rather than later. Looking for my hate oil. Excuse me. There we go. So that's so that they hate each other. That's my hate oil, and it's going on both dolls. If you don't have these things, a good overall oil would be black arts oil. Black arts oil is it's fine. So I'm putting some hot foot powder on her, because we want her to sling her hook. I'm running out of this. I need to make some more. Actually, I think my next video will be how to make hot foot oil, because I really do need to make a new batch. I like to use the little tacks as well, the drawing pins. So I usually use 9, 3, 4, 5. You could use shards of glass. Another thing I like to use is a broken light bulb or a mirror. I like to smash mirrors, but if you do smash a mirror, don't let it catch your reflection first. It's important that you do that. Don't gaze into it if you know what I mean. So I'm going to add in 9 peppercorns, black peppercorns. Okay. And let's have a look. Am I done? I wonder. I could put a bit of Spanish moss in there around her so that she's stuck. Not stuck to him, but just stuck. There's one thing missing. It's my devil's dung. Yeah. Okay, so devil's dung. Because we want the relationship to stink. And some cayenne pepper. Okay. So, I'm going to work a bit on this later. So I'm not going to pop the top on that just yet because I'm not finished with it. And what I'll do is I'll get a little plate and I'll burn 2 black candles and another black candle in the shape of a triangle. Actually, I'm going to put this to the side. I did look at some cards with regards to the situation. It's quite just a brief outline, but so I did look into the whole issue. You know, I didn't look into a specific issue, part of the issue. I looked into the overall issue. So, but more towards you, if you know what I mean, your side of things with regards to him. So I see the bear and the fish. Together, these cards are making me think that work comes to mind. Fish is a money card or a job card. And when I see the bear beside that, sometimes when I see the bear in a reading, I'm thinking the bear has to do with a boss at work. It can also mean a guy who's very big and very burly and strong. Something's telling me it's to do with work on this card. So I feel he's pressured. It could be pressurized to do with money. There's just an issue there, and I think this issue is over. It's spilling into his everyday life, if you know what I mean. And I think it has something to do with why why there is that conflict between you and him, if that makes sense to you. I know this is quite a brief reading, but that's what I'm picking up. And I'm seeing he's beating himself up over the moon. So that's the birch rod, the whip, and this card is the moon. So he's beating himself up. And the moon is something, when I see the moon in a love reading, I think that it's, the soulmate, the person that you truly connect with, the one that means a lot. So I'm thinking that he's having second thoughts, or he's beating himself up over something that happened with regards to the both of you. So yeah, because I see you as the moon, I see you as the one that, you're the one that is tied to him, if that makes sense. You're the one that stands out, and I feel there's a regret there. But you've got the Sun card, which is a good card. That's a card of happiness and joy, so everything around this, I'm knocking things over, everything around this reading centers on this card here, which is the Sun, which is a really good card. So I think things will calm down. I think in the fullness of time, there will be a change. So hang on to that. Don't let it consume you. Hang on to it and do your best to focus, visualize, see things as if they have already happened. Get into that mindset, because at the end of the day, if there's no faith, there's no way a spell's going to work. You really need to have that that frame of mind where you know it's going to come to pass, and things will work. I can't say for sure, but in my opinion, if you really do have the correct mind frame, that is when you draw things to you. But I'm always saying this to people, so sorry for being so repetitive. Anyway, I did look at some oracle cards. So I got doubt, I got jealousy. I'll let you interpret these yourself. I got patience, confusion, dark-haired woman, brown-haired man, destruction, communication, and peace. So basically, it started off grim, but it came full circle, and you find peace in the end. So it sort of reflects this reading as well. So I think that's quite a good reading. I understand that you're going through things at the minute, but it's just telling me to have faith, and he will communicate when the time is right. Patience is the key. But you just have to go through this period. This is the hard period everyone goes through before things can be right. So yeah, if you have any questions, come back to me. It's at thehouseofmagick@gmail.com. I'm going to work that little box for you. I'll probably keep it. I'm not sure how long. I was just going to do dolls in a jar, but I thought no, I'll put them in the coffin box, because I haven't put anything in a coffin box in a while, and it's quite a strong spell, and that's me just starting it. I don't show, as you know, I don't show the rest because of I'm sort of frightened as to other people doing it and then coming back and blaming me. But anyway, so it's a houseofmagick@gmail.com. Leave anything you want to say in the comments section, and I'll get back to you all as soon as I can. So anyway, thanks for everyone. Thanks for hitting the likes. Oh, if you could possibly, for anyone who wants questions answered or anything, if possible, could you subscribe, because I'm not seeing the messages on YouTube, whatever is the issue. If you're not a subscriber, I see the messages down the line when I'm just combing through all my comments. So it would be good if you subscribe to the channel, because it helps me find your questions, and I can answer you a lot quicker. There's no point me answering you a month down the line. So it's really good if you hit the subscribe button. And thanks to everyone else that has been subscribing. I'm blown away as to how great, how popular the channel's been. It's extremely positive. So far, the pros have outweighed the cons. I just want to say that people are lovely. Of course, you get people that aren't nice. I get a lot of hate. I really do. I get a lot of hate. But yeah, it rolls off me. It really does. It's water off a duck's back. But yeah, I get quite a bit of hate, but I really don't. It doesn't faze me. I'm a pacifist. Things just roll off me, and I sleep well at night. So some people, they can be very harsh in the comments section, but that goes with the territory. But I don't care. I don't care at all. Also, I have people that have issues with the way I speak. I'm sorry, but I can't do anything about that. I'm not I'm not out to perform for people. That's not how it works. I'm not someone who takes acting lessons to sit here on YouTube. So I'm just a person, and this is the way I speak, and I'm trying my best so people can understand. But I can't change. I can't change how I am, if you know what I mean. I try to speak slowly, clearly, but obviously there's always going to be people who have a problem with that. But majority of people, I think, understand me. Maybe in the early days my voice was a bit mousy and quiet, but I think these days things have changed, and I've got more confident as well. So I will end it there, and I will say bonsoir to everyone, and I will speak to you again in the future.